He did have it to me. When I came in here, he did like this. Like he wanted me to have the yellow money. Is it on?
Then I said, yeah, my damn bottle of tequila. I'm trying to get my damn much stuff in that bitch too. Well, while y'all talking, I'm gonna get my shit. I just thought about it. We all take that your drink out.
Go get it right now.
I ain't gonna have time. I'm waiting till y'all start talking after we introduce. Y'all hear some motherfucking dumping outside. That's gonna be me. Not in the city possum. I get a country possum. Them bitches eat grain, corn, and hay. No, these bitches eat garbage and other. Country possum's different. You eat coon. You eat chicken. They eat their own shit too. Shit. You eat furry meat or feathery meat. It's the same thing to me. The motherfucking meat, they say it's digestible, I'm fucking it up.
She's shaking right now, you see it? There we go, boy.
Shit, G eat that shit. He eat bear. He eat bear, ostrich, boar. I did.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all live on IG.
Georgia weed. Yes.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? Hey, y'all know what it is, man. Wild Wednesday. Tap in, talk your shit. I'm your boy Big C-Bo, Tony the Millionaire, you dig? We got Curtis Kane in his thing. We got that girl Q. Hey, we got Mr. Chocolate, Yellow Boy in his bitch. What's happening?
Yeah. He's talking to the lighter.
Yeah.
You know, so holding the blunt, talking.
Yo, the lighter. Yeah, you doing? He always do that.
Remember last time he burnt his motherfucking mouth off. He took the whole
joke on me now, right?
Always, man.
Don't start that shit.
Why not?
It's gonna get hot in here, y'all fucking with me tonight.
It's already hot in here.
Already relaxed, got on the house shoes today.
It was already hot in here because Kurt had the heat on hell.
No, he didn't.
Nah, I didn't have no heat on.
Somebody did. When I walked in here, I had a whole hot flame.
That's somebody else got it on. I done had it off for 3 days. I ain't had no heat or air on for 3 days.
I ain't gonna lie, my air on.
But it was hot in the motherfucker.
It's been warm out there.
She about to be cold now.
So I just been letting it do what it do, baby.
What up, though, y'all? Welcome to Wild Wednesday, you dig? Hey.
Yeah, Wild Wednesday.
Hey, this shit been crazy, man. It's been all the way live, man. We had a good weekend, you say?
We did. I think we did too. What y'all do?
Hey, we did everything. I don't know. Shit. Shout out to Crew, though, man.
Most definitely.
Yeah, he tapped in with us Friday, man. Came in, did his thing. Dropped off them dope ass fits, boy.
They missed us. They didn't show up.
Yeah, love for Crew, man. Hate I missed you this time, my brother. Thank you for coming through.
Still got you some nice
deals. Yeah, see, I missed out on some dope.
I did.
Hey,
Did
Yeah.
you get some?
I sure did.
Not the jacket you stole. I'm talking about the other. I know you stole the jacket, but he left it here.
Who left right here?
Didn't he leave a jacket?
No, that was mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I ain't steal nothing. I was in the trunk grabbing stuff, so I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I'm on this.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a couple things.
Like a thief in the
I was
night.
about to say, ain't that simple?
No, not if he right there watching me.
Oh, that was taken.
You know?
Right.
I want to try all this
You
on.
were just stealing this when you're hiding this shit, you know?
Yeah, I wasn't hiding. He was right there. So,
Spot and steal.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
ooh, boy, I was like,
That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
You
so-
know, that's my job where I work at.
Oh, don't say that now.
okay, terminating.
Right. Oh, him. Oh, okay. I got you.
Hold on yourself.
Right. Don't be like the internet boys.
They don't know who I am. That orange motherfucker up there.
Hey, y'all, we got Donald Trump in the building.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you, boy, I
shit.
know you look for the shit on that screen.
We got Donald Trump in the building, y'all. What's happening? You know, we live with Donald Trump in the building, man. What happened to the elections, dog?
Fuck if I know. I'm still wondering why I'm this color, man.
Hey, it's a Trump thing, I guess. I don't know.
Deep know all about the politics. I ain't gonna lie, I don't pay the shit no attention.
Man,
We got it looked like we got a runoff coming in Georgia.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Warnock
and
They done let this damn Herschel Walker
Hershey bar.
slip in and get 49% time with Raphael Warnock. So it's gonna be another election, it sounds like, in December. We're gonna have to vote
Right.
again.
When they do that?
Yeah,
That's what I wanted.
when
You
it-
know, I
when
thought if this nigga got one and this nigga
When
got two won.
it's dead even.
It ain't fucking even. I just watched the fucking news, bro.
It's dead even right now.
Bro, you don't. I ain't
49%.
worry about shit he say.
Well,
So you worry about
12
something he
12
said.
hours ago. It was
The numbers
dead
is not even, bro.
It was dead even. The last thing I looked at, and they talking about a runoff election.
When was
That's
that
the only
last
time
week?
they
Sometime?
did it. 12 hours ago.
Nah.
The last report. Because there's a third person in there, and he got the other 2%. When it was all final said and done, the third party. I don't even remember his name, but it was 49, 49, and then 2%.
If you don't remember the name, you don't remember the numbers neither. Shit, bro.
I know how to count.
If nobody else don't believe you, I believe you, bro. I believe you. Shit.
I don't pay attention. I'm not in the politics.
Me neither. I just voted because I think Warnock a better person. I don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Yeah, it's me. They all full of shit.
But if we got, I know how to count, and Warnock got this shit. Now, if y'all tell me we gotta go back to the polls again,
He came up.
Herschel got it, because I'm not going back to the fucking polls.
Walker
Stand in
came
the fucking line, bro.
I
Herschel
thought-
got this shit.
I thought Warnock
He
had
ain't
it
nobody
too,
got my goddamn vote.
I thought Warnock had it too, but at the last minute, Walker's numbers went up. And
So
evened out
when they
with it.
start doing the second, like a month later, the second voting,
That's in any election when they.
I've
when
never
they,
heard of that.
When they tie, you have what you call a runoff election.
Never heard. See, that's how
That
much I
means
pay attention to that
a
shit.
runoff is, might as well say a tiebreaker.
Oh.
That means you got to vote again.
A tiebreaker is the same fucking numbers, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
this
had
ain't the same fucking
well,
numbers, bro.
They at the same percentage right now. So when you seen it, it must have been.
I just seen it right before I came here. Have you seen
Warnock
the
must
news
have
since you've
still-
been here?
Not since I've been here.
Okay,
but
Herschel.
the last
Warnock
report.
had this shit, bro.
Okay, unless they made another report after that, because they were saying it wasn't totally finalized yet.
What's the
But they
election
were
number?
saying, so you could be.
it was
right.
like it was close.
No, he could be right.
It was like
It was so
40. It was like 49, 47 to 50.
Yeah,
some
something
shit
like
When
that.
I seen
It had to
was
be a
49
no.
and
It
49.
was 1 point off.
Yeah, it was like
He
49.
had to have 50 over.
Yeah,
So that's what they said.
it was like 49.
It was so close. They were saying it looked like a runoff. Might
No, it
happen,
is a
but
runoff.
It ain't over with yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be one.
Right. It ain't over with yet.
I have never heard of that.
What, a runoff?
I told you I don't pay attention. Listen, I don't even watch the news. That's how out of touch with shit I am. I don't even watch the news.
It's all bad.
I know.
Yeah,
That's why I don't
it
watch
is. The
it.
news
Shit
is all
triggers my
bad.
manic. I can't watch it. Shit. I've been
And
in kind of whole attitude for a whole day. Just looking, shit, I don't really need to watch the news.
Stacey Abrams lost the governor race, so we still got Brian Kemp as governor.
Yeah.
That was like 54.
Hey, but you know, real talk. There was a lot of people
that
wasn't
was
with.
close, too.
There's a lot of people that wasn't with her. You know what I'm saying? They were saying like some of the stuff that she was voting for.
That one was almost dead even too until the very end.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that didn't want to see her in office anyway.
There was a lot of people that did though, especially a lot of women.
Yeah, you know, women gonna uphold women, and
She had a lot of women's votes. She had a lot of black votes.
Who, Stacey Adams?
Stacey Abrams.
Yeah, same
you want to
person.
shout that? You want to shout?
Stacey Adams is a shoe.
Yeah.
Damn.
She said she threw. She said she threw this shit.
Hey,
Who said that?
Stacey Abrams.
Stacey Adams.
She said she shoe with this shit.
Yeah. She threw that shit, bro.
Yeah, you know, she went to Avondale High School.
She did.
Yeah, she went to Avondale High School.
Hey, y'all is fucked up, man.
But yeah, man, the politics, you know, that shit rigged, man.
I told y'all if we have a discussion on this, I was gonna say the news because I don't follow
I mean,
politics.
you should to a degree,
Why?
because some of the stuff they talk about, yeah, it do help. Like you don't have to worry about.
This is the stuff that narrows down to your state that affects.
Yeah, that affects you. Your taxes, and stuff.
And then I'm talking about lowering these prices of these motherfucking groceries.
No, but it's
They talk about that shit. They never go. They shit. What's going on?
And then I'm talking about lowering this game.
They talk about inflation.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Okay. I went to the grocery store 2 days ago and think a carton of eggs was like $4 something. I was like,
everything that went
everything going
it's
on.
bad out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said. So which one of these politicians?
We about to start living like Mexicans around this
I
bitch.
pissed off last couple times I went to the grocery store too.
Me too.
What?
Hey, I'm gonna get sweet on their ass, nigga. When I go for some bread.
I hit that motherfucker and they got stuck. No,
I got a couple items, literally, like just grabbed a couple things. I ain't do no real grocery shopping.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm
like,
glad now that it's just me. Like if my kids are still smiling, I had to shop for them.
Oh man, if you say, like people that
soup and noodles, the fuck?
Right now,
Shit.
Hey,
Soup, noodles, and beans.
Say something. I would be the reason that they would do away with self-checkout.
Shit. Soup. Hey, like my mom used to say, you can never go wrong with a bean. I would get all big bags of beans. I wouldn't give a fuck about nothing else. Give me some beans.
Then we be looking like you.
That's okay. Hey, I bet y'all won't be hungry. I bet y'all won't be hungry. Shit, y'all be around this motherfucker. It's a rumbling in my tumbly. Chili willy face ass.
The beans ain't gonna have no room in your shit, boy.
That's okay. I bet y'all you be coming to bread. Can I get a bean or something?
Nah, when that shit come out of you, nigga, I ain't coming on your block.
It's all good. I'm gonna blow that bitch loose.
They off the block, they busting shot out there.
Now, we always gonna pile up the Yellow House, because they always got food and shit. Always eating good over there.
There, not at my apartment. You over the refrigerator, it's an echo in that.
That motherfucker looking back at you like what?
What
you
I
want?
work, at the plaza, in this.
What up, don't eat?
Yeah, so I buy shit every day to eat. Cause I used to stock my refrigerator in that. You see who got the money? Then they eat out every day.
You talking about on the west side?
Yeah, the west side apartment shit, man.
Refrigerator butt naked like a crack house refrigerator. Baking soda and water. That's it.
I swear to God, that's how mine be looking sometimes.
And they got the little rust marks on it. When you open it, got the little rust marks on
Eating out every day.
That ain't good.
Huh? I'm at the. It's not. You say now it's good.
I said it's not good if you eating out every day.
No, I buy shit at the grocery. I buy shit at Kroger's every day. What the fuck I'ma eat? Because that shit was sitting in the refrigerator. When I cleaned out my refrigerator, the beginning of this shit, I had shit in there for about 2 years.
Last time you cleaned out your refrigerator?
Yeah, because I just let shit sit.
It had people in that bitch party.
Don't you supposed to cook it eventually?
That shit cooked itself.
Like just me.
I cook though.
That shit cooked itself.
I cook. That's a good thing. Like I cook something and it'll last me for like I eat on it for like 2-3 days.
I had to throw a box up. A couple boxes of noodles away.
Had mold and everything on your
You don't have to throw noodles away.
Huh?
You don't have to
That
throw.
bullshit, the shit said expired, dog. I can read now a little bit. But the shit was like about 2 years
I
old.
wouldn't eat no expired.
Noodles, yeah.
I didn't think noodles
I
expired.
didn't either.
Yeah,
Everything expired. I didn't know
Everything
beer. Beer
expired.
didn't used to expire.
Beer expired now.
It don't. It get flat.
Everything.
Just like
Oh,
soda. It get flat.
Okay,
Soda.
cool.
Where you get soda
Nothing
from?
forever.
Y'all
Pop.
soda or pop?
Pop.
Okay. Yeah, you know he Georgia boy now.
Yeah, he done got stuck down here. Nah, pop.
Yeah. All that shit expired.
Whatever.
Alright, so
Hey, it's Wild Wednesday, man. Wild and crazy crew, man. We do not own the rights to the music or the audio or the visual that's played on this podcast, man. You watching Frat House 11. Always spell the frat with them double A's. Smash them likes, man. Click that notification bell. Share it with your people, man. You know what I mean?
What up, though, sis?
Subscribe.
What up, E?
All you got to do is click that subscribe if you have not subscribed. Rock out with us, man. Love don't cost a motherfucking thing. Y'all already know what it is, man.
You see?
All right, man. Let's jump into a quick vid, right quick. You dig?
Let's do it. Ha ha. Low. Yeah. Hey, do you, boo boo? Do you? Kill moving here. I see you, baby. I heard about you, baby. Tis, water faucet pussy. Drip, you like the ride, I like the driller. Hit the throttle like the trailer. Get a bottle and get grinded throttle. Wasted, love it when you waste it. You start talking freaky, then we end up getting naked. Pussy on my tongue, here it come, I could taste it. Come get on it right, and show me you could take it. Whoa, turkey pop it, shake it, drop it, do your thing for me. Strokers, violent, pin-up, sonic, so dancers elite. She doing position that the boy ain't never seen. How you drop it down to the floor with everything. Hold up, say hold up. Shawty don't play around when she take it down. Say hold up, say hold up. If you from Atlanta, I'm trying to be a dancer. Say, babe, you got my attention, I'm amazed, babe. I like what I'm seeing on the stage, babe. I'm sold, I just became a fan. Can I see you again? 'Cause I loving you, do you? Yeah. I loving you, do you? I loving you, do you? You got me hooked like a drug. 'Cause girl, I follow when you do you? All night. I'm gonna be here all night. I got bars, baby, Klondike. Sonic cars, yeah, we all hype. Make me all love. I came here to see you. Twerk it on the pole. You cold, that's a fever. You gon' make me come, girl. Call that a subpoena. We gon' rock the boat later. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. Oh, work that cat and throw that back, girl. Show me that you with it. VOA stilettos to be live in Magic City. Started out with 20s, now you got me throwing 50s. All that damn bread, you sure you don't work for Jiffy? Hold up. Shawty don't play around when she take it down. Hold up. Ladies, if you listen, you got my attention. Say, babe, you got my attention, I'm amazed, babe. I like what I'm seeing on the stage, babe. I'm sold, I just became a fan. Can I see you again? 'Cause I loving you, do you? Yeah. I loving you, do you? I loving you, do you? You got me hooked like a drug. 'Cause girl, I follow when you do you? Go Rambo with it in the bedroom and the dance floor with it. You know that I bad, made that man go get it. it. Make that man go get it. Take it all, babe. Show your body, you. Break it out for me. Keep that booty poppin'. Take it out for me. Yeah, I know you got it. Shawty, you the hottest. Say, babe, you got my attention. I'm amazed, babe. I like what I'm seeing on the stage, babe. I'm sold. I just became a fan. And I see you again. I love it. Do you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. Do you? Yeah.
Yo, man, we right back with it, man. Shout out to my boy Blue Lamb. Do you dig?
Wow.
Yeah, talk to me, I talk back.
Do something to make me feel better. Feel better music, man. Trip Low, shout out. What's happening?
So y'all already know I'm geek. Anytime I get the chance to rep my city, I'm always hyped. And tonight is one of those nights, that town stand up. We sitting here right now with gospel comedian. Now, for sure, Martin. Yeah.
What's happening, my brother? Welcome to the frat house.
Welcome.
It's an honor to be up in here, man. This reminds me of I grew up in Flint, Michigan.
Okay.
Detroit up in here.
You detail?
You grew up in
Detroit's
all in here.
Yeah, so that's why I came up with for sure.
Oh,
You know, in D-Town they say for sure.
For sure.
Everything you say is for sure.
Yeah.
So I represent Michigan, but also Naptown too. But that's where I got it from.
You Michigan first though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to rewind that. Where you from first?
Bear Rock all day.
Flintstone.
Well, hold on, but
Don't get started.
Naptown did raise me as far as in the comedy game. So I got to salute to my fam from Naptown. I started in Naptown doing comedy. So so it's a little bit of mix, a little bit of
comedy when he was already in Detroit.
So
he had comedy when he was in Michigan. All the shit you seen up there.
Yeah, you
right.
already know.
He came to Nap to get the dopeness, because that's where the dopeness comes from.
So I'm originally, I was born in Chicago, Chi-Town.
Okay, originally Chi-Town.
Yeah,
right around the corner.
Born in Chi-Town, but then my mom moved to Flint when I was 2, so from 77,
Flintstone.
yeah, Flintstones, from 77 to 1989, 90, I was in Flint, but I went to high school, G-Dub, Washington High School, Continental, the best IPS. I know we got some nights up in here. the best school IPS from when I was there, 89 to 93. We won every city championship there was when I was there. G-Dub and so from there I moved to. So I was there from 89. I just moved here to Atlanta September.
Oh, okay, so you fresh.
I'm fresh, like
new meat in the building, man.
Because you got like here, everything is 45 minutes away to an hour. Like
30 minutes or more.
I went to the corner store, it was 45 minutes away. I'm like, I don't know.
Hey, that's right around the corner.
You must stay in the country.
I know. The corner store.
Yeah.
They don't say corner store though.
See, ain't no corner stores around here.
Ain't no such phrase as corner store. See, they play, you be on the corner selling that dope.
Yeah.
But I seen it done.
Right, that part.
I ain't seen a corner store since I've been down here.
Right.
But there don't be no stores on the corner.
Man, you know what? But
we all from Detroit.
Yeah, so the GPS, it had me getting here like at 6:45 when I left my house. But by the time I got here, it went up 15 minutes. I'm like, what?
Hey,
and I don't know what we did without GPS, real talk.
No, not out here.
Not out here.
Man.
Yeah.
That's good. But see, that's because we got spoiled to the GPS. Remember back in the day, we ain't had no GPS.
Yeah,
What we can say, you go down, you come up on this exit, you go down, you go see a big pole and a tree hanging over the road. You make a left, and you go around the squiggly, then you come down, and I'm the house on the corner to the left.
But you guys see Mr.
That's
Earl
in Michigan, not down
Mr.
here.
Earl got to be on the corner because he's gonna ask you for some money.
Yeah.
You don't get there until you see Mr. Earl.
Right.
Now he ask you for that money, and then he gonna ask you how your mama doing while you going.
Right.
I was just about to say, remember you pull over with the old school player on the corner, he gotta give you directions.
With the cigarette hanging out his mouth.
When you go down there, young blood, make a left.
He'd be like, wait a minute, not that way, but this way.
Right.
No. You don't want to go that way because Bertha's down that way and she gonna ask you for the rest of your money. No, you want to go that way, yeah.
Right.
Hey,
Before you pull off, you're like, bro, you got a dollar?
Right.
Yes,
I just gave you
got
some
a dollar.
information,
yeah,
you know.
before you go, let me give you another square from.
Right.
Yeah. You already know.
Then they pull that short dog out of their back pocket.
So you all through the Midwest then?
All through the Midwest, man, that was one of the greatest things for me is to move down here because I'm very popular in the Midwest. I mean, I got mad love, a mad following. Like this shirt right here is my farewell shirt. So shout out to Von Duchess. My farewell shirt. It was I was at Martin University.
Okay.
And black university, only black university in the state of Indiana. Yep. We sold out. So I got a big following in Indiana, but I knew that if I really want to just see where I'm at, because I mean, I'm a big fish in a small pond, right? But I got to become a whale in a big ocean. I use Eddie Griffin with his philosophy moving from Kansas City to him moving to LA. So I use that for, Atlanta showing me mad love, but I wanted to know, am I really that funny? Because your family and church folks, they'll lie to you. Baby, you funny, but when you get down there, they gonna let you know.
Hold up.
That's like
the real.
that's like people opening up restaurants and shit because their kids told them they know how to cook, knowing damn well they don't even want to eat that shit. They were just forced to.
Man, come on, man.
Hey, but I can't glaze past this. You say the church folks lie to you. Man. How they gonna lie to you? They're supposed to be the most honestest people ever.
Yeah, we that's a whole nother. We gotta come back for another podcast.
That's part two.
Yeah.
That's part two. I will be back. But anyway, that being said,
Boomerang will be right back.
But that being said, is just because people, one thing about they try to be discreet and try to be non-offensive because we live in a day and age. Politically correct. We live in a day and age the mothers back in the day. They used to hum when they see. They don't say ugly no more. Yeah. They say beauty challenge. So we see them beauty challenge babies. You know what I'm saying? You say, they hum and say, and then they would say, but when this is the word, and when they say this phrase, your baby ugly. Bless his heart.
Hey, that's an old school.
They say that when they either funny looking or when they stupid.
Yeah, that's true. You can't say stupid.
Can't say nothing no more.
But we grew up with. You always had that cousin that he looked old, but he acted young. He sat with you at the table. At the Thanksgiving table, you didn't know no better then.
Right.
But when you got older, you said, "Oh, he was stupid." He was stupid. But you didn't know.
You thought he was just one of the cool kids.
Yeah, you wonder why he was getting a check with his name on it. Every third of the month. But that being said,
y'all ain't never questioned the yellow school bus that pull up to pick him up. Y'all ain't never questioned that. Yeah, y'all ain't questioned that.
Well, but we can't really talk about that because I was in the blue hall half the time. You know what I'm saying? I went one class.
That was lunch.
Yeah, that's why I'm stupid now. That's why I get paid to be stupid. I used to get beat for this. Now I get to travel and tell.
So speaking of, because you said that is what got you into comedy. Like, how did this start?
So one day at church, they had a families and friends day, and I was always told I was funny. I always, I was the class clown. Right. I was so bad in school, my teachers would call my mother on a Sunday and tell them how bad I was. So I used to get beat right before Sunday school. So all that being said, I got suspended from Sunday school. You know you're bad. I flunked Sunday school, but that's a whole other subject. But so one day, this in 2002, man, it was the families and friends. I went up and I just tried some jokes because I grew up in church. Right. So growing up in church, I tried some jokes. And it went pretty good that day, but that day. But then it took 2 years, I was horrible. And I was I went somewhere and I thought I could do this, I could do this. They said on me cricket. Yeah, and so it really took me a long time, bro. Really, I've been doing it for 20 years, but the last probably 7 to 8 years, I've literally taken it serious, worked with some major comedians because I know I could do this. But then, being a gospel, clean, Christian comedian, you always get flack from that as well because I got comedians at one time told me you'll never make it in this business if you don't curse, you know. And I got teenagers, so I curse outside of it, you know. Anytime you got people in your life,
Right.
I use a couple words, you know. But when we grew up, dang was a cuss word, so you know.
Or lie, the word lie.
Get you
Lie,
fucked
You
up.
couldn't say the
had
word
to
lie.
say, you had to say, tell
Tell
a
a
story.
story. There you go.
See, you know what? That's the crazy thing.
And they get you fucked up like
Yeah.
your mama and
You
them.
better not, hey, and huh.
And
Huh. They call your name, you say, huh?
Oh,
What? Hey.
stomp up them stairs.
Here come that shoe.
Stomp up them stairs. She took all the hinges off and she said, this is my door.
That
Yeah.
part.
Oh, don't close the door. Oh no.
So I gotta ask this. You went into, you know, being clean and being considered what's called a gospel comedian or whatever. That's gotta be a challenge, like to be funny and be clean or whatever. Like how do you step up to that challenge or whatever?
Yeah, I gotta
Especially
hear
in a
about this shit.
business where comedy is mostly
Because they
based
don't even
on
be doing
being
it.
dirty. Not saying that you
Right
can't
now.
do it, but I know it's a challenge.
Well, the one of the biggest challenges you have is one thing about the black people. We all have the same story. That's the system has been set up for us to have the same story. Just like the things we just mentioned before, you actually we all know the same thing. Like so, what you do is it's all about the energy. I just tell any like MC or promoter, don't tell like if I do a club or whatever, don't tell nobody I'm a clean comedian or gospel. Just let me do my work.
Right.
And so when I do my work, the energy, I
That
talk
make-
about
that
my
makes
mama.
sense, too.
So I talk about my mama. I talk about how we grew up. We got 3 types of disciplines. We got a whooping, we got a beating, we got a killing. We all know about that. You know what I'm saying? You got something on your body right now that you can remember what day it was. Mine was September 3rd, 1994. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But you see what I'm saying? Like we all got something in us that it, so the
everybody
so
can relate to
right.
that.
So when you just energy and conviction and I have been on stage when you know I was the only clean comedian and I rock it. And after the show, people were cursing me out that I didn't curse. Oh, blankety blank, you didn't blankety blank 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 blank. I was like, oh, I did. I didn't say a curse word. I didn't use no profanity. And so, but what you find out is that now I have a lot of comedians either inboxing me, texting me, or calling me and like, hey, bro, I would really love to do clean comedy because I stay busy. Like I gotta go back to the Midwest, go back to Naptown.
Yeah.
I got 4 shows next week in Indianapolis and Louisville. As a matter of fact, I'm speaking to a predominantly white audience at Plainfield, the city of Plainfield.
Yeah, you said
So, because I do,
That sound white.
No
mayonnaise, no seasoning,
Field or
nothing.
Field.
Oh,
Field or
You
Field
talking
or
about
Field.
Jersey or you talking
No,
about
Plainfield, Indiana.
Oh,
But yeah, it is a
Oh,
Did
Plainfield.
you start
Jersey.
this clean, you know,
Yeah, clean. You said, yeah.
in Naptown or Michigan?
I started in Naptown. So
You come back home.
Yeah.
You come back
So
home.
it's been 20 years since I've been doing it, and you know, I even played with cursing a little bit.
That's a hell of a skill
What's that? Yeah.
to be able to do it clean.
Do it without a clean.
Well, Ricky Smiley do it.
Well, he
he
kind
didn't say that.
He's kind of changed a little bit, but
Oh,
he does.
Oh, it's been some.
Yeah, but he does. The thing is, it just depends on some people how far and how famous you want to be.
Yeah.
Right.
But we deal in this market right now. We just got out of a pandemic. We still in it. People who have been around their whole family, that e-learning, like I thank God for e-learning because I found how dumb my children are. Through e-learning. I'm just being real. I found out how dumb they are.
See, that's why you don't need to cuss, because this shit just funny.
Yeah.
I don't even know when he's not cussing.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Right. So,
I wouldn't have known if he wouldn't have told me don't cuss.
but that's what I'm saying, right? So, you know, now I got him a lawnmower and some hammers, but you know, it's cool. We're gonna do a trade. But anyway, so
He's a lawnmower and a helmet.
but the thing is, because we come out of a pandemic and all that, you find out people are around each other all the time. Like I went through a lot of relationship problems. That's why I'm single now. Because of the simple fact is you deal with a lot of issues. And so families are together now. So now I can give you a whole comedy show and a clean comedy show for your whole family, but also it's not corny. No, we're gonna clown. We're gonna
Right.
have a good time. I have people have come to my shows and be like, man, I never thought that I could laugh like this without any profanity. Or I could bring my grandma, I could bring my children.
Right.
You don't have to get a babysitter. You can bring whoever. But I know if anything, if I'm on that show, I'm going to be 100% funny.
See?
That part.
Yeah.
So
I have to be.
When do you have any shows coming up down here?
No, not as of yet. So I'm working on actually I meet with the Tito's bar guy tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'm looking to do a show second and fourth Wednesdays of the month. I would love for y'all to come out and maybe do a podcast or something out there.
Yeah.
Oh, we with it.
Yeah. I mean, we'll do what we do, and I'm all about networking because to me, it's way bigger than me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This whole journey that I'm on. You know, man, I feel like I'm talking too much. We good?
No.
I'm just saying. I just know me.
That's
I just know me.
Hey, you in the frat house. This is what we do, man.
So I got to say this because what happened with me is I got a series. I'm also a motivational speaker.
Okay.
I got a series called Jump Scare.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jump Scare. And March 1st of this year, I walked away from a $250,000 job to pursue my passion in comedy.
Wow.
And what's crazy is March 1st, ever since I quit my life, it literally turned upside down. When I say I lost a lot of stuff, lost a lot of things, lost relationships, lost everything, but I had to go through all of that to get here, to even be on you guys' show.
So would you consider that you lost it or you gained?
I lost what I didn't need. Ooh, that preach. I lost what I didn't need. So I didn't lose anything. So I gained me as far as I jumped scared. I had to do. I just knew that it was more than like when I got my W-2s from the year. I seen all the money I made, and I looked at it. This was January. I looked at it and I was like, it's got to be more than like this. It gotta be. It gotta be.
I felt that.
You know what I mean? It gotta be more than like. So I understand that my life, I inspire others to jump scared to pursue your passion,
Right.
but your passion becomes your purpose. And when you have your purpose, and then you have your peace, and after you have your peace, then you begin to prosper. And as you begin to prosper, you begin to have possessions, not of material things, but you have possessions over your own soul.
Hey,
Amen.
We had a discussion similar to that the other day, did we not?
Yeah.
Hey, that's real.
So this is the journey. The journey that I'm on, like, you know, it's not about being perfect. God told me, he said, you ain't gotta be perfect, I just want you to be prepared. Just be prepared. Yeah. And so, you know, I go out here, it don't matter where I go, I go out here and I'm gonna tell some jokes. I used to get beat for it, so you know. And now my mama now, she calls me every time I have a show and put it on the book, and she ain't even on Facebook. But she knows all my Facebook. Well, I heard your little comedy show was going on, so I need my 10%. Like 10%. And so,
cause she pushed you to where you was at after them killings.
Yeah,
right.
You know you have them killings, man. I used to get a bucket naked killing. Straight out the tub.
But y'all
don't understand. Like, my mama didn't waste nothing. It was 4 of us. I'm the youngest one. We all took baths in the same water. So y'all know about that. You know that dirt on top? You know, we used to have that dirt on top.
And move it to the side. You was taking it. Let's move it to the side.
You like Harlem shaking. You like you did the Harlem shake before it came out.
Yeah.
I was on the girl, so luckily I had to do that.
Right. She didn't waste nothing. She even took the refrigerator light out.
It ain't nothing like a wet ass whooping.
Hey, I done had one.
I got my ass whooping by taking that refrigerator light out. Because my mom used to be saying, hey, eat all this food. You ain't get no dessert. Huh? Because I used to get up in the middle of the night. You know, that's why I'm a diabetic. So I get up in the middle of the night and I take the goddamn light bulb because my mom kept the door open. So when I open the refrigerator, the light pop on. Okay, I know how to do this shit.
So who was the one talking about that they had food in 2 years that was in the refrigerator?
Him?
That's why, because you're taking out the light bulb. You still taking out the light bulb.
Take the motherfucker out, unscrew that motherfucker, and I sneak in there that night. I already opened it during the day. I know where everything's playing, so all I gotta do is open that bitch and go. With it.
But that's funny though, because y'all was talking about grocery earlier, right? Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I go to the checkout line, I steal. Because after I see the wings, You get them little drums that used to be like $7. It's like $18
Man,
now.
hey,
Man, I'll be like, you know what? These are
a
mine.
bucket of KY or chitlins for people that don't know.
Chitterlings.
Yeah, I see.
It's $25 now.
$25?
Like, come on, really? Like,
It
this
used to
was
be
the stuff.
$10.
Yeah.
No, this was the stuff.
$5.99 for
These were the
10 pounds.
scraps that they gave to
Maybe
slaves.
that'll stop y'all from eating them.
Yeah, I don't. Hold on, do you eat hot dogs and bologna?
I used to.
Okay.
I quit that too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to eat better, but I can't get rid of that bacon though.
Yeah.
I'm like Martin on Bad Boys, and he said, you know what? When she told him, he said, I don't eat bologna no more.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that bacon is what's it.
Man, you can't get rid of that.
I know.
Well, for shit, $25 for a pig, you might as well just buy the
I put
pig.
bacon on every goddamn thing.
Bacon is.
I might try
And Frank's hot sauce, I put that shit on everything.
I think bacon. I mean, bacon, and then we used to cause we grew up poor. You know what I'm saying? And growing up poor, we had that turkey, but that turkey would last for a whole month.
The turkey that you had to cut?
Yeah,
you
we
had
had
to
turkey
cut?
soup, turkey salad.
Yeah.
My mom was so bad, we had turkey cereal. But that's all.
With the milk.
Right.
I was already on turkey.
Fuck the milk. Put some water on that shit.
Right. Or that kind of milk in that white and black box.
Oh yeah, that's dry milk.
I was about to come on in and relate to some stuff till you said turkey cereal. Nah, bro.
So that's the thing about comedy. Excuse me. That's the thing about comedy is a lot of times you come off the dome like I can have a normal conversation,
Right,
and then just throw in some comedy because that's what comedy is really just introducing people to your world.
right.
It's just like I'm sitting in front of people and I'm just telling you about Donald Martin, AKA for show. And what you find out is that can relate to anyone. It don't matter color. You find out a lot of things we think is race is really economics, the have and the have not. Because there's white people that get beat 3 types of whoopings. If they grew up in a trailer home, they definitely know what all them 3 whoopings. They know what it is. So sometimes we gotta understand, like, being a comedian, I've been on many stages. I auditioned for the Apollo. That was pretty dope. I worked with J. Anthony Brown. I've been on a lot of stages where it's like I just do me. Like, a lot of cats be like, man, you're not gonna make it if you don't do X, Y, Z. And I get what they saying to it. Because we grew up where you curse, you use profanity to get your point across.
Yeah.
Like, sit your, you didn't just say sit your behind down. You know what I'm saying? Your mama didn't say that.
No.
Even though she
Not
was
my mom.
even though she was
Sit your motherfucking ass down before I bust your ass.
My mama be putting words together, don't even mix.
She was the deaconess of the church, so she still said the words outside of 11 to 1 on Sunday. But so that's the thing, it's a fun thing. Like, I'm grateful for what I do. I'm grateful.
So you've always been a clean comedian.
I tried it a couple of times, but I was backsliding, which was a dance when we thought, how you dance, backslide. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I tried it, but I recognized that it just was not my style.
Right.
It's not that it just. Once you recognize your identity and who you are, like I tell people, don't change for me. Like, I love the fact that y'all doing what y'all doing. Like, my first kind of fear was like, y'all come in, y'all want to act like, nah, be y'all. Because you do
yourself,
you.
right.
Because
we was.
But I'm just saying. But I've been places where I've been into
like they had to water themselves.
Right, and so then, I can't be free like this. If I was in that kind of set, I'd be like, nah, we good. But y'all making it free for
Right.
You found that space that a lot of people never find as artists though. You tapped into what's really you, your own identity as an artist, and you realize that this is your lane and this is what you do best, the way you do it.
Right.
Why change it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, April says she cuss all the time.
April says she cuss all the time?
Yeah.
Tell April I said, what's up? Tell her just cuss on her and get some tickets to the next show.
Oh, that April Beach.
Yeah.
Hey, what up?
I can't see that far. Oh, I'm on TV. Oh, that's what that is. I only got one eye, so that's why I couldn't see coming down here. Yeah, I went
Shout out
somewhere.
to my girl April. She said she was gonna tap in tonight.
Yeah, tap in. Oh yeah, I think I seen it on the thing.
Yeah.
I could barely see now. Hey, man. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that's the thing. I found out who I was,
Right.
and with that being said, there is no pressure because, once again, a lot of people think, a lot of people chasing this money.
Right.
And I've been in arenas where I have people told me, I can't have you on my show because you don't curse, or you can't control my room, or you can't handle my room. And I remember one time I was, y'all know where Fort Wayne is at.
Yeah.
Fort Wayne was at. So I was, one guy told one of the comedians, like, he can't do my room. So she came back and told me, I had worked like 16 hours that day. And she said, if you come, you can come, but he said you can't do it. I said, oh, really? Man, we drove from Minneapolis to Fort Wayne. He had all his boys up. They wasn't funny. I got up there and just lit it up. Killed him. Then he came after me like, because you challenging me now.
Right.
You challenging me now.
That as a
you
challenge
took that because
because
this is the thing. Just anything you do, whatever you do in life, you got to believe in you.
Right.
You got to bet. That's the thing. I bet on myself. And when you bet on, like, I have no plan B. There is no plan B. I can't go back and say, I'm going to do this or do this. No. If I don't make it, I'm going to die. For me, as far as what I consider making.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when we take that initiative to understand that I'm not chasing after no bag, because when you start chasing the bag, then you'll start, I will start compromising. I'm just going to say I will start. So I'm just chasing after being better than my last performance.
Right.
So my last performance, I got to be better than that. Well, my last one on Monday wasn't too good, so I know I'm going to be better. I know I'm going to be better. Because I'm being real, like,
But that's what's up, though. But you know what? That's what we appreciate the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We not gonna always be great. You know what I'm saying? Every day.
Well, people don't understand. Like, people don't understand. Like, Richard Pryor, his famous comedy set was Sunset Strip.
Sunset, yeah.
If you go back and study it, that was actually his second taping. He went the first time.
And fucked up.
Yeah, he told them, hey, I don't have it tonight. If y'all promise me, if y'all come back tomorrow, I will have it together. We're talking about Richard Pryor, one of the greatest comedians ever.
Right.
He had to do it over.
he had an off night.
He had an off night. You got
Anybody
Bernie
can
Mac.
have an off night.
But he came back that second night
and killed it.
tore it up.
Bernie Mac is another example. Bernie Mac was big in Chicago, then he went somewhere and bombed. He took a whole year off. He studied Charlie Chaplin. He studied all the great ones. And that's why, if you notice, the famous one he did at Def Comedy Jam when he said, I ain't scared of you.
Yeah.
He did that because he was actually scared, because he came from Chicago to New York, and he had to let them know, I ain't scared of y'all, because because the person before him bombed.
Right.
Yeah.
So he had to come up with that, and so and that's another thing. I study comedy. Like, I don't watch comedy to laugh. I watch comedy to see how they transition, how do they interact with the crowd, how do they do what they do. Because this is J. Anthony Brown said this: the two hardest things to do is to hit a baseball and to tell jokes, and it's the truth. Because you think about it, you can be 3 out of 10 in baseball and still make the Hall of Fame. You can strike out more than you hit the baseball, and then in comedy, especially with black folks, colored folks, Negroes, niggers, African Americans, we command you to make us laugh. We like you. It's a pull. When you get up, especially if you ain't been on nothing, if you ain't been on HBO, they gonna look at you like, who are you? For sure, like, where you from?
Nobody know you.
Yeah, because when we got clout, if I've been on HBO or something like that, they're gonna laugh because, whatever.
Right.
But if I'm new and they don't know me, they're gonna be like demanding, you better make me laugh. Now the difference is, with whites, I've done a all white crowd, they wait till you finish with the punchline. And then they laugh. We laugh in the middle.
Comedy manner.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Look, you're good because afterwards they just scratch on the back. Oh my God, that was funny. That's scratch on the back. You was good on your shoulder. They scratch on your shoulder.
He laughing.
Black.
White man.
But black people.
That's what I'm laughing at. I was about to ask him, is that what the white folks do? Scratch you on your
No, you serious, motherfucker.
But no, they do. They be like, oh my God, that was amazing. And then they give you $1,000. But then, but so that's the thing. The demand is there.
Right.
So you understand, when you go up, you literally, so it's because it's historic. Like, when you study history, we have the jester or the joker in the kingdom.
Right.
His job was to make the king laugh.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. Sometimes the king would make decrees that was dumb. So if you spoke against a decree, you got beheaded. So they will convince the joker to make fun of the decree, hoping the king would change his mind on the decree. Make jokes about it so he could show how stupid that decree was. Right. But you just couldn't come out and say that. Right. But you was able to joke about it. So my position as a joker, as a comedian, I have the responsibility and I have the power to change the atmosphere of people. Because I don't just think about it, like that's why I talk about purpose. When you do things for purpose, I understand I have people come into my shows and be like, you know what? I've been depressed for the last 3 weeks. Coming to your show, you gave me hope.
April said, do you hold back your comedy with the white crowd?
No, they love him more. They love him more because it's simple. Because I introduced them to, they fascinated with our lives. They really are. Yeah. They are really fascinated with who we are.
Yeah. Especially when you see the white folks with dreads.
Well, oh my God, and then they want to say, like somebody said this on the book. Somebody came up with this meme. Like when they say "bro" to you, that's like a diet nigga. When they say "bro," somebody said, I don't know who said that, but some comedian said that. I didn't come up with that joke. Some comedian said that when they say that, that's a lightweight saying.
But that white boy probably felt great behind that.
Yeah, bro. Because they don't call each other. They don't call each other.
What's going on, bro?
Because they don't call each other, bro.
Right.
They don't
you want a beer, bro?
Yeah, and then we trying to shake your hand. They be trying to shake your hand. They be like,
change my whole.
They grab your fingertips.
Yeah.
They grab your fingertips.
And wait to see what you
right.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
I fuck them up every time. I squeeze the shit out their hand.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So when you
with that shit, they about to get fucked up. They call me bro now.
Yeah.
Oh, you call me a nigga?
Well, you are like
dying nigga.
You are like
well, bro, they ain't gonna never call you that.
Yeah.
Technically, you are dying nigga.
He watered down.
Crystal light. You're a crystal light.
Crystal light, nigga.
Hey, he happy because he got black people in here. It used to be just us 3 yellow motherfuckers get that.
So that's
charcoal over there.
But also understand, April, with the white crowd. Like, so for instance, when you do black crowds, when you do us, we got to set the scene up. Like, we'll let you know everything in the room and tell the joke. Not in white crowds. Get to the point. They all about punchlines.
Yeah, meat and potatoes.
Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. So I came in the room, I did this, aha. No, we come in the room. We come in the room.
Red box.
Yeah. We come in the room.
Yeah.
We come in the room. Oh, there was a lamp in the corner. There was a green thing. There was, there was pictures everywhere. We got to set the scene to tell a joke because we visual people.
Right.
So we're being visual people. We're going to always be like, this is what. But when whites, you got to tell a joke. Boom, boom, boom. Move to the next one. Move to the next one. And your set with black folks is 45 minutes. But when you do it, like the BET movies, when they be have to edit out everything, it go from 45 minutes to 15 minutes when you do a white crowd because you cutting out all that. Everything. And you don't talk about beating children. That's one thing you don't talk about. It depends on the crowd, but
your dog.
No. Or your ball.
You talking about with a white crowd? Oh,
no, talking about beating
you
children.
You kick Spike?
But
they don't do that.
They prefer you to beat the child over the dog.
Right.
You ain't joking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Tell you, boy, Peter gonna be on your age.
They go like you like.
I don't give a damn about Sally. But you the fuck little Tiffany, the poodle up. We're not gonna have that, okay? Come here, Pooch.
I believe when we kill more animals and stuff, we probably have more, rights for us to be living. Because, we kill each other. It's like, okay, what's next?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just being real. We can be funny, but real too. It's like,
No, real
it
talk.
is real
That's
talk,
why I'm
man.
laughing, because I think it's
Don't use that in front of a white crowd.
Man, you know what? I'm only gonna use that when I make. Now, when you become a multi-millionaire or a billionaire, we talk about Kanye West. Like, you understand? He losing money, but he done made so much money. It's the thing about money. They only gonna tell you. You only gonna know what they tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
What they want you to
So,
know.
because even with Kyrie, a lot of times we don't understand. They not on this power trip or black power trip when you broke. You're not.
Yeah.
I'm just being real. But once you get them contracts, then you can kind of talk black talk.
Right.
But when you trying to make it, you ain't Kanye, they wasn't talking about. They were talking about Jesus walks.
Yeah.
They was talking about all that. But once you make that money, they kind of change. So they take stuff from you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's some money somewhere else.
That's right. That's what I said. We just talked about that earlier too. They ain't broke.
They not
April
broke.
say, who's your idol, your comedy idol? She heard you mention Richard Pryor and Red Fox.
Bernie Mac. They call me the clean comedian Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac, and then shout out, rest in peace. This broke my heart when David A. Arnold died. David Arnold, because my journey is kind of like his journey. He been in the comedy for like 27 years, and he wrote, he done things, but he was just getting to the point where he was about to really blow all the way up. Kevin Hart kind of discovered who he was and stuff like that. So David Arnold, Bernie Mac, Cat Williams, I could go with Earthquake, I could go with Bill Bellamy, I could go with Mark Curry, I go with Sinbad, I love Lavelle, I love Eddie, of course. I mean, so
all of them good.
When you look at them things, I just seen a little reel on Eddie Murphy, and it brought me back on Raw, and I was just like, man, that right there, to see how he came up with the joke, he came up when he was down in Atlanta, and he was hanging out with Martin Luther King's son, Martin Luther King III or whatever. How he was hanging out with him, and he was talking in Martin Luther King's voice when they was at the club. To me, that's genius. So I watch stuff and be like, how did you come up with that? Because what we do is we can make a bad situation, we make it out of a joke.
I swear to God.
Yeah, my brother was murdered. Yeah, when my brother was murdered in 2007, when he was murdered, we was at William and Blewett, and the people were surprised because my mother is hilarious, my whole family is hilarious. We was at the William and Blewett, and we was cracking jokes because that's our therapy.
Right.
That's our medicine.
Yeah.
Because my brother owed me money. He owed me money. So I was always told, as long as I owe you, you'll never be broke. So since he still owe me money, guess what? I'll never be broke. You feel me?
She laughed.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking
When
about.
I fell out there on live and she laughed over these motherfuckers laughed.
But you get what I'm saying, though.
Hey,
but you see how I use it as therapy.
April say, what about Paul Mooney?
Yeah, Paul Messiah.
Paul Mooney, he's a great writer. He wrote a lot for Richard Pryor. So Paul Mooney is like, you know that medicine that's hard to like take.
That hard pill to swallow.
But it does you good.
Yeah,
so Paul Mooney is like one of the ones where you got to be like, hey, I need everybody to be quiet.
Right.
I need to really pay attention. Like,
what he's saying.
Yeah, what he's saying, because he can be offensive, but he has jokes like Dick Gregory. Dick
Yeah,
Gregory
yeah,
was another
yeah.
one. You know, when you look
They
at
conscious comedians.
Yeah, so conscious. So you got more now. Oh, I forgot. My bad. Sorry. One of the gods of comedy, Dave Chappelle.
Oh yeah.
But see, this is the thing about Dave Chappelle on Def Comedy Jam. When he was on there, he wasn't the most popular one on there. People didn't really get Dave Chappelle.
Sure didn't.
They really, and even with Chris Rock was actually the first host of Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
But they didn't like him.
They didn't like him.
They didn't like him, and so this journey, that we on, everybody's not gonna like you. That's the thing about it. Everybody's not gonna laugh. I'm performing in front of thousands of people. You just find the one that's laughing at your jokes, and then it's just you, us.
Right.
I don't care about the other 990.
I mean,
UT is his laugh, and so let me tell you what my mama did. You know what I'm saying?
Every setup and every scenario ain't the same either. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You might have one crowd with one style of comedian, he kill the room, and then that same comedian go to another crowd and bomb. It depends on who in the room.
Yeah. So the Midwest, I done jokes in the Midwest was hilarious. Come down here to down south, they looking at me like,
because they can't relate.
They can't relate.
April say, Arnez J stopped cursing, and then she also said Paul Mooney wrote for Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, and Dave Chappelle.
I hear you. So the thing about, and that's funny about when you say Red Fox. If you look up Red Fox, as I study comedy, he started off as a clean comedian.
Yeah, Red Fox. They ain't like him.
He started off as
Yeah.
clean, but because he knew he wasn't catching the crowd, then he went over. And then if you listen to the old Red Fox, if you listen to him, a lot of things he say, he tell kind of like almost a knock joke.
Don't he?
But then what's crazy is Michael Collier, which is from Chicago. He grew up in 43rd. If you listen to him, he gives homage by telling some of the jokes from Red Fox. So it's the thing, and that's one of the biggest things you find now is a lot of comedians they like to steal jokes.
Yeah.
And so I'm one that I'm gonna give homage. Like I said, I didn't come up with the died nigga joke, but it's funny. So whoever it is, they can type it in and somebody know it is. But I think, yeah. No, he's the Crystal Light nigga. So, so what I'm saying is that Jesus
on the main line.
Your phone ain't ringing after you just talked about.
I'm cutting it off. I ain't want this shit to be,
Yeah. So that's the thing is you do. This is the bootleg podcast. All you gotta do is walk through it now. Just walk through, bro.
He done did that too.
Just walk through.
He would do that.
Just walk through. So that's the thing. You understand that.
About you in the minute, my fucking necktie.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm enjoying myself. It's the thing is, I just want to say, man, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all, this is free, man. Like I could be me in here, man.
Please,
like,
that's what we want.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
You always welcome. Come back here and bless us with your clean comedy.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, after we get done, we'll cuss, but we'll talk about I'm gonna cuss all the way home.
So you gonna cuss all the way home? I got like a 50-minute drive.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, you get your hair cut too.
Right? Yeah. Oh yeah, we gotta get wrap this up now.
Oh damn! Did you just pull a yellow? See, I tell you about you yellow motherfuckers.
I got a hair appointment in 30 minutes.
Yeah. You got a hair appointment in 30 minutes. 50 minutes down at the corner store.
Right.
But it's go ahead.
I wanted to get into. I wanted you to tell us about what you got going on. I know you got an event November 18th.
Yes. So
in Indianapolis.
So all my indie folks, if you follow and tune in, whatever, I've opened up for the Canton Spirituals, which is the legends. They like the godfathers of gospel quartet. So I got a great opportunity for that. And then also I will be in Louisville the next day. No, let me back up. I've got a pre-Thanksgiving that I got to do in Indianapolis on 30th and Post. That's over y'all like neighborhood. I don't go on 42nd and Post because
sound like the
yeah, that is.
Look, he's about to get in your head.
There's a lot of people that's dead underground. But anyway, so they still ain't found them.
Don't go on 42nd.
Khadijah probably got a couple of them. But anyway, but we're gonna talk about that. God is good. So that being said, Thursday. So I got a show Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in the Midwest. But I'm also working on stuff in Atlanta to get done so we can bring some comedy down here. Most definitely want to bring some family comedy, some things I want to do so people can come out, have a good time. It ain't gonna cost you a lot, but I'll be bringing comedians from all over the United States so we can just have a good time. And you'll be surprised. You'll be able to come and be like, man, I didn't think I could have that good of time without all that. And let me say this: there's nothing wrong if you cursing. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Like I rock with a lot of comedians that do what they do, and they do what they do and they do it well. Right. And my whole goal is not to get in any atmosphere, any place where I'm acting like, oh no, it don't matter. Because I know a lot of clean comedians. They're afraid to go to like the clubs and stuff because they don't know how to act. Like but I grew up like my church. We had a men's ministry and we met at the strip club. And when we met there, it was a lot of men showed up for that. But
they were happy.
Yeah, they were. I told them to bring
ministry.
They just took the collection plate and all.
I just told
the collection plate there.
They're throwing pies in the
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The envelopes and the fans. But anyway, I brought the bulletins. So that's the kind of things I talk about, man. So, that's the kind of things that I talk about. So I can go into clubs and things like that because I know that I know I can do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you can have fun.
That's what it's all about, fun.
And it's fun because
you live long off that laughter.
You do because a comedian.
Drama shit, man.
And so I study like most comedians have the schizophrenic trait to them because we have so many different emotions. Are we on? We're not on it?
Yeah, we are.
He being funny.
Yeah, we still on.
That's what he said. That was the men.
Yeah.
Talking the strippers.
So listen, I want y'all to meet me down, men, at Magic City on Saturday.
Right.
Yes, at 10:00 p.m. We're gonna leave.
Oh man, right here. Collection plate up there.
We're gonna leave there. We're gonna be there all night. And we're going to leave there to go right to Sunday school. I need y'all there.
This is what y'all going to be doing right here.
And I'm going to pay her. I'm going to pay her. Even though that your collection plate goes right. You get all.
Are you ready?
You get all these words.
You know what's so funny? People watching this part like, I didn't expect none of this. They like, we had a gospel comedian.
But we had a ball on. But seriously though, anything that you put together down here, let us know. We will definitely help you promote it and push it out, and we definitely gonna be there. And also, before we go, check out the shirt.
Yeah. So I got my guy. You wear a 2X, right? Okay, so this is like this 3X. They run real big, but it's
not. What size is it?
That's like an XL. They run big.
Oh, that's cool. The 3X cool.
You say that's an XL?
No. You know what I'm saying.
I was about to say, bring that back.
I repent. Yeah.
You say you repent?
I'm laughing at deep.
I was about to say,
So what I do, I got shirts. Deliver the funny. So this is my farewell shirt. Let me kind of show you what this. You got one of them too.
Dope.
So farewell shirt. This is the one that was at Martin University.
Okay.
Once again, shout out to Byron Dutchess on this.
That's an actual photo.
That's an old photo somebody took behind me. And so what I did is I got this shirt. I call myself the Delivering the Funny. Mm-hmm. So for sure, deliver FOSHO, which you can follow me on FOSHO 413. So I got shirts out. I got 9 different types of shirts out. This one comes in different colors. This one comes in a black, all black. Yeah. So I got the pink one, and then it comes in like a beige. And I'll give you more information on that, bro. And I'm running a special for you guys. It's normally 1 for 25 or 2 for 50, but we can make it work. And do it that way.
I'm like, wait a minute,
all right, what's the special? What's the special? He's also 1 for 25, 2 for 50.
What?
See, we didn't ride the shirt.
We just give you hers.
But that's what you gotta do. But that's what you gotta do with black people.
Yeah.
The main thought is 2 for 50, 1 for 25.
Yeah.
But that's how America gets a lot anymore. But that's a whole nother discussion.
Oh, you coming back? You're definitely coming back.
I appreciate it. I'm honored. Thank you guys.
Wish you was here next weekend because we got the comedy show going down.
I know.
Jokes and chuckles.
I told him that he was like, I ain't even gonna be here. I told him when he told me that, when I originally reached out to him, when I reached out to him for that, and he told me that. I said, well, you know what? You coming on the show.
Yeah. That's right. So, and that's the thing about it.
And also, before we go, even though she didn't want to be on camera in there, I got to give a shout out to my girl Khadijah Walker because she is the reason why we was able to get this man on here tonight.
Appreciate you.
Definitely love and appreciate her wherever she went to, somewhere walking around.
Out there playing with the raccoons and shit.
She keep it up on 40 seconds post.
Hey, somebody said Post Road.
Hey,
bro.
Hey, you think somebody say that? I'll keep my hands on my pockets.
You hear that, DJ?
Yeah, I keep my hands on my pockets.
That's bad business.
You better.
All right, so we definitely appreciate you tonight. We definitely enjoyed you tonight.
Tell them where they can find you at again.
They can find me at the gas station. They can find me on Cash App.
That part.
Cash App, $ for show. FOSHO. But they can find me on Instagram as for show. FOSHO 413. You can also find me on TikTok, which is Fix Yo Face 413. It's a FIXYOFACE. I did say it right. 413. I'm just I drunk too much.
They don't type all that shit in.
I know, man.
Never gonna get him.
I had too much of that communion juice. That's what's wrong with me right
Daddy, you started to sound like that older cousin that was sitting at the table with the kids.
I told you I was in the blue hall for one semester. But no, so you can find me on that Donald Martin. Delivering the Funny is my page on Facebook, because my regular page. But you can friend me. You can ask for friend requests, because I got some women I got to get rid of. They're still talking about their baby daddy after 10 years, and they have 5 kids by them. But anyway.
God damn.
I'm done.
Thank you guys.
Donald Martin, aka for sure the
For
comedian,
sure.
man, in the frat house, man. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Definitely
Much
appreciate
love.
you.
You know, we gotta go out with before we go, man. You know, I gotta
You know what?
Back to the single life with the drinks on night. I'm mixing brown in the white.
That's my pastor's favorite song.
All up in the strip club like I'm looking for a wife. I went and Joe Shine like I did it for the strike. Make a nigga look nice. Get what you come for. Tripping on the price. That's when she bust it open because she know I want to fight. She keep her face beat. Hands on fleek. Everything pretty on her from her face to her feet. She whispered in my ear, told me the secret I can keep. OG said she fucking with a nigga like me. That's when I'm dressed in the line, yeah. Started buying, yeah. I knew she be fine, yeah. But she mine, yeah. I seen the thighs drop hits, yeah. After hits, yeah. For her to do it on the pole,